Very much for your time.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, fantastic interview there with David Foote, with Andrea Carruthers. We're heading live into centre ring now, and I can tell you that Angus have been victorious in our group judging. Pine Creek Angus from Woodstock in New South Wales. Martin Bunyard, we heard the crowd have a big applause just a moment ago. Tell us about the feeling in the arena at the moment.
1991. It was the Brahman breed exhibited by Angus Creek Stud.
We can hear Jake Smith in the background there bringing the results forward from Gunnedah, a fantastic gentleman who does the commentary at Ekka and Sydney Royal. Marty Bunyard on the ground. Marty, the feeling on the ground must be pretty great. The team from Woodstock and New South Wales, Pine Creek Angus, taking out the Group Exhibitor Championship.
Yes, they certainly have here, Lindsay. And I'm actually joined by Pine Creek Angus right now. How are you going? What's your name?
Greg Fuller.
Greg, big congratulations taking out the exhibitor group here at Beef 2024. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels terrific. I know this event only comes every 3 years, but probably every 3 years it's the biggest beef event in the world.
It certainly is. Tell us about how the preparation went and what you put into getting these magnificent animals here today.
Oh, it's probably it's a breeding program that, just started 2 years ago, and then a preparation program that started probably 6 months ago, and then the trip up here, 2,000 kilometres in a week here.
Excellent. Now, talk us through the names of each of them for me.
This will try me.
Here we go. Huh? Does anyone know? Yeah, we got the one that knows over here.
You always ask the lady.
What's your name?
I'm Christy Fuller. I'm Greg's daughter.
Excellent. Now talk us through all the champions.
So we have PC top prize at the end there, the bull. He was junior and grand champion Adelaide, Melbourne, and last year. The heifer we have here is PC Miss Royal Roll, and she's 19 months. And then we have PC Diamond Miss Unanimous, and she's just a 3-year-old with her heifer calf at Foot Princess.
You must be incredibly excited. How are you feeling with the huge win here at Beef 2024?
Pretty emotional. It's something that the British bred cattle have never done in beef, so it was good to win it with an Angus team, and yeah, it's never been done before in our part of the world, so very exciting.
Excellent. Well, there you have it. I can tell you the Brahmins didn't get up this year. It is the Angus. Take a look at these, the magnificent winners of the breeder group for Beef 2024. Back to you, Lindsay.
Oh, jubilation there from the New South Wales cohort at Pine Creek Angus, and we're joined by Russell Hughes, Vice Chair of Beef Australia. Special moment and beautiful trophies. We haven't seen them on screen, but they're absolutely glorious.
They are, Lindsay, and to win a trophy at Beef really means something. As you could see on the face of the crew from Pine Creek, how excited they are. And it's the culmination of not the last few days, it's the last couple of years, breeding those animals, getting those animals ready for the show ring, and it's culminated in Pine Creek being our winners of the exhibitors group.
Now, if my history is correct here, this is the first time Angus has taken out that particular trophy.
It is. They'd be correct saying that.
It's been Santa Gertrudis in the first ever beef. Yes. Brahman, Charolais Brahman, Santa's Brahman, now Angus. Yes. Exciting for the breed.
Yeah, you're right. They did win. The Santas won the interbreed exhibitors group back in 1988, and the other thing was Simmental won the bull that year, a bull called London Dunmore Times, owned by Harry M. Miller, that us older people remember. You may not remember Harry. And the same year the Santas, they won the exhibitors group, and it was a Santa cow actually that year, also took the interbreed cow. So,
Russell, at the very core of this event that evolves and transforms and changes every 3 years is a core belief in this competition out in centre ring. That has been unchanged and it gets stronger and stronger. You must be proud of the numbers this year, and I want to talk about when you first got involved. So talk about where beef is at today.
It has. There's been some huge changes, Lindsay, and particularly what we've done and expanded it. But it's always going to be about the cattle, and that's something that we will never get away from. And something we've done also as an organisation is to invest in the youth. So we put money into the camps that the different breed societies run. and particularly because I'm involved with the cattle side of it, we try and get those to put those into what we see out there. So teaching youth how to bring a beast up and lead them in. And one of the things I find exciting about what happens out there is, despite the technology, and they do have some data around the individual animals, at the end of the day the bull gets patted on the bum is determined by a person looking at that animal. So it's not a machine or it's not technology that determines that. It's a skill that these cattlemen and cattlewomen grow up with, and it's on display out there today, so it's very exciting.
Well, the decision makers are not chosen lightly. They are esteemed, experienced, well-regarded individuals, and many of them international.
They are, yeah. So out there at the moment, I know Ian Galloway. A lot of people, as soon as I say Ian, the name Ian Galloway, many people would know Ian, and he's judged around the world, and Scott Dunlop, Wayne York. They've judged in different states, commercial cattle and state cattle. And you're right, this last few days, and of course in 21 we didn't have any international judges, and everyone knows why, you don't need me to tell you. But this year we had, yesterday I spoke to a couple of gentlemen from Paraguay. We had PJ Budler, who's a South African who's just flown in from the States. And we had Jack Wright, an American. And those guys are just so excited to be here. We're probably more excited, though, to have them here with us and have the opportunity to have those world-renowned judges come and assist here in Australia.
Not only do our judges travel from far afield, so do some of our competitors.
They do indeed. Our furthest competitor or furthest away would be, and I forget their names, I do apologise to them, they're stud, but they're from Dunsborough. And I know how far that is away. I used to live half hour down the road at Margaret River. So it's just under 4,500 kilometres. So just imagine the logistics of getting there. We've got the Savannah Simmentals, Vaughan and Sarah. They come from a place called Victor Harbour, which is the other side of Adelaide. It's about 2,500 kilometres. And the interesting thing there is, and I didn't realise how far south they were. I dealt with Vaughan back in 2018. I knew he was from South Australia, and I thought he was just over the border. But we were talking, and I said, how far over the border? And he said 90 kilometres the other side of Adelaide. And he could see the Great Australian Bight from one of his paddocks. And that's surprising enough. But the other thing I wasn't aware of is that down there the cattle are fed on a different feed than we have up here. And he said, I can't change them over straight away. He said, it'd be like you eating steak every day of your life. Tomorrow you eat salad. He said, you're going to lose weight, which might be a bad thing for me, but not for a show bull. So, and the other thing's the humidity. They don't have any humidity down there. So he brings his 30 bulls and cows up a month ahead. He gists them on a property out there. He sends one of his crew up. He brings about 4 tonne of their cereal-based ration up on a truck, and then they'll slowly mix that with some silage and transfer them over to what they're going to be eating here. So by the time he gets to the gate, he's spent a lot of money just to get here. So that's the investment that he puts in. And look, things are getting, it's tough in this industry as everywhere else. You know, we pay the same price for fuel, and if we go to the supermarket or the butcher, everything has gone up. So I was talking to Vaughan the other day. By the time he leaves, it is part of a sale, he will have spent over $100,000 to be here. And he said to me the other day, he said, I sat down and I thought, can I afford to go to Beef Australia? He said, but then straight away I thought, can I afford not to be at Beef Australia? And the answer was he couldn't afford to be here. This is his marketing push every 3 years. So.
This event is absolutely formative in the industry now. It's a credit to you and the wonderful board of directors, the committee and the staff. Congratulations, and Russell Hughes, thanks for joining me on Beef TV.
Can also mention the volunteers.
Absolutely.
We couldn't have the volunteers.
Only 200 of them.
Yeah, it is amazing.
And can I say, they bring the great vibes to the event. They are unflappable for the whole period of time. Russell Hughes, great to see you on Beef TV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be coming back with the judging of our supreme champion, bull and female here in the interbreed. It's all happening in Centre Ring in a few moments' time.
This